Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, guys. We'll get started shortly here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Guys, this is our Q&A class. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone.
We liked us more.
Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. All right, welcome everyone. Hey guys, as you guys know, this is our Q&A class. So welcome Kawisi. Hey Mary, welcome. Hey Ari, welcome. Hey Solomon, welcome. Welcome guys. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen. And again, this is Q&A. So this is your opportunity to ask any questions, whether it's on the markets, the trading systems, trading in general. All right. Any symbols you guys want to take a look at? All right. So this is the opportunity to ask any questions. I do want to go over the market also. All right. So we'll go over the markets, what's happening with the markets. So any questions off the bat? Any questions for me, guys? Any questions on the market, trading in general? All right, any symbols you guys want to take a look at, whether it's equities, Forex, futures, any questions, anything? All right, I'm going to go through the markets and just stop me at any time, all right? Just stop me at any time. You guys should see my screen here. All right, it says Monster Futures, but I'm going to change it. I'm going to put it here on the Dow. All right. So the equity markets was up today. So the Dow was up. That's really good for our stock traders. All right. I think the market, I think it was down a bit on Friday. I can't remember. But finished up today. All right. This is the current month. All right. So if you guys look here, this was last month. This was last month. And as you guys know, hey, Chris, welcome. So this was, what month was this? September, right? Where we broke, right? Big red candle, broke support, right? October, this was last month, right? We made up for all those losses, closed at the high of the month last month, and then this is the current month. All right. So market was up today. There's still a lot of work to be done in these markets. I send out a message today that we don't have any real direction, right? So we're still trying to get some direction in the markets. All right. And so we'll look at that. Hey, Ryan, welcome, Ryan, welcome. All right. So for the new folks that are here, I know we got some new folks here this evening. We're just gonna do an update on the markets, and this is Q&A. So this is your time to ask any questions, but just want to go over the markets. All right. And but stop me at any time. This is your time. So at any time, just interrupt me, raise your hands, or just shout out. All right. And I will stop and answer any questions you guys might have. All right. So the good news is that we are holding right here. All right. I guess we could call this resistance here. All right. On the Dow. And I guess we could call this support right here. So we're trading near the highs. Here's the all-time high. Right. Now, this is a monthly time frame. So here's the all-time high, all-time, right? The highest high of the Dow. All right. And we're trading right here. So that's good. That's good for the markets. All right. Good for the equity markets. So we'll keep an eye on that. All right. So buyers are holding. Buyers are definitely holding. All right. And hopefully that will hold and not change this month. And hopefully we can have a Christmas rally, right? We are hoping to get a Christmas rally in the fourth quarter here. Hey, Ranjit, welcome. Welcome, Ranjit. All right, so just keep an eye on that. All right, short term. So near term, we are seeing some buying, not a lot. So here is the Dow. So on the 240-minute time frame. All right. Here's the Dow right here. We still need the S&P, all right? So here's the Dow moving up nicely, all right? But we need more than the Dow, all right? We need the Dow. We need the S&P. Here's the S&P struggling a bit to move higher, and that's short term. So that's the 240. So we really need that buying to come in on the 240. And as you guys know, when we look to buy stocks, get into stocks, we always pay attention to the indexes first. So the indexes, the Dow, the S&P, NASDAQ, and the Russell, right? We want to pay attention to the VIX volatility index. We need the VIX to be coming down, right? Below 20, low teens, very good for the markets. And then we look at the sectors, right? Sectors, then the stocks. All right. So here is the NASDAQ. We need a lot. We need buying to come in. Still red candles here. We need buying to come in. All right. So still trying to develop, right? The market is still trying to work things out, but improving, especially on that monthly time frame. All right, here is the Russell. All right, consolidating a bit. All right, so we need that to get above here, that moving average, and start getting us some green candles, get a buy signal. All right, so still early, but holding. Last month was good for the Dow. All right, so let's see here. The VIX is coming down, and as I mentioned, we need that VIX. As the VIX moves higher. All right. And guys, let me know if you have any questions. As the VIX moves higher, bad for stocks. So the VIX has been coming down. So if we look here, all right, Ryan, okay, what's a good trading app to use for which market, Ryan? Which market? Which market are you referring to? Stocks, options, ETFs, Forex, which market? So in their different market, there are different platforms for different markets, okay? So let me know which, for options, a lot of new traders, a lot of our new traders will use Robinhood. Robinhood is good, all right, to start. Interactive brokers is also good, all right. Fidelity, a lot of our traders use Fidelity. Fidelity is really good, all right. But yeah, so options, yeah, those are your choices there, all right. Hey, Gerald, welcome, Gerald, welcome. All right, so VIX is coming down, right? It is steadily coming down. That's good for the markets, all right? So steady coming down. We've got red candles, right? Steadily coming down. VIX is at 24 right now, all right, 24. So we needed to get 20 is right here. So we needed to get to 20 and below, right, in the teens, and that will move stocks even higher, all right? So, all right. All right. Any other questions for me? Any questions for me before I move forward? Any questions? This is your time. So any questions for me? I want to go through the markets kind of in between, right? Right. But this is your time. Any questions for me on anything? What are you guys trading? What are you guys trading right now? What positions are you guys in, or are you guys trading? Are you guys trading right now? And if so, what positions are you in? Are you guys in any positions? No one is trading right now?
So I'm on the MGNX.
MGNX. That's in all right. MGN. What time frame, Mary?
No. That's on Stock Boss.
On Stock Boss?
Yes.
MGNX?
Yes.
Oh, look at that. This is biotech?
Yes.
Very good. Where was your buy signal, Mary? Do you remember?
My buy, let's see. I bought it at 4.43, probably soon after the buy signal.
Okay, very good. And you've
But this is the one that has done well. I don't want to share the ones that have not done.
All right, very good, very good. So your buy signal was about here, near the buy, right in here.
4.43.
Okay, okay, good job. And I know you still new, about a month, right, doing this. So this is good. We've made a success story for Mary. We haven't sent it out yet. We'll probably send it out this evening or tomorrow. All right. And on her trades she did last week, and she went through some of her trade setups, and she's literally trading like a pro. I mean, imagine that, right? After about a month or so, probably going on, this is probably your 5th week, Mary. You're trading like a pro. And when I say she's trading like a pro, doesn't have to do with a P&L, how much she's making, right? It's based on her execution. All right. And we looked at a few of her stocks last week, And if you guys look here, right, she found these stocks, and this is ideal, especially those of you who trade in Stock Boss or looking to trade stocks or anything in general, but this happens a lot in stocks, all right, where if you can find a really good markdown phase, right, where you don't have a lot of consolidation on the left of your chart, like right here. All right, and as a new trader, if you guys can learn to do this, just be patient, go through. I know with Heat Seeker, we go through, there's a lot of stocks we get, but if you guys look here, that's a very tight, narrow channel, okay, on the way down. There's a good chance you'll get the same move on the way up, all right? And what's really nice about it is that she's gotten really nice, and she selected this. Mary found this on her own. Yes, she had to go through Heat Seeker and look at the different stocks, but she found this on her own. And if you guys look here, very narrow support and resistance range. All right. So if the trade goes against her, here is her buy signal right here. All right. Her sell signal is right here. Right. So that's her loss. If it goes against her, this is her loss. But look at her gain. And she got it at $4 and change, right? So look at her upside, right? All the way up to $35 up here, right? Or even if she gets up to $20, that's still good. So this is her downside risk. And she had several of these, right, where they were planned like this. So she's starting to trade, you know, after a little over a month, like a professional, because that's what professional traders do, all right? But look at her upside. So low risk, big reward, right? Big reward.
David, let's look at one that's less successful. VTNR.
Okay, VTNR.
Yes.
Okay, so VTNR.
I closed all the others. I was losing money on them.
Okay, and that's good, right? You gotta close those trades when they go against us. All right, VTNR. All right, and what do you want? What about this one?
Now this one's been kind of it's not moving as fast. It's kind of gone down a little. I got it at 8.73.
Okay, so you bought it right about 7.3. Okay, so right here, so right at that buy, good job with the buys, right? Your buy signal is right here. So perfect buy signal here. And it's currently right here, right?
Now, so the question I have with one like this,
okay,
do I wait patiently for it to recover? Because I'm looking at it, it's at 8.5. So I've been wondering, do I sell it? Will it go further down? Okay, this is my dilemma right now.
Okay, so if you follow your rules, right? So let's go back to the rules, right? So don't look at the P&L. All right, so don't look at the P&L. So if you follow your rules, and let's move this. And this is for everyone. We can learn from this, right? So if we follow our rules, right, what phase is it in currently? So Mary, what phase is it in currently?
Consolidation?
No. What phase is it in? Anyone else? Can anyone?
Markup.
What markup? It's in the markup phase. Thanks, Gerald. Markup. All right. So what do we?
It doesn't look that way to me.
Yeah, but it hasn't broken support yet. You gotta always look at your what price is. It's not breaking support, so you got to stick with the trade.
Yeah. Hey Tyler, welcome. All right. So this is very, very important. All right. This is very important. Hey Gerald.
Hey David.
All right, here, welcome. All right, very, very important. All right. Hey, Arthur, welcome. Okay, so it's the markup phase, and I'm gonna do this. Whenever you guys are not sure, that's why I always tell our traders to you want to laminate. Second here. You want to have the 4 market phases at your desk. So wherever you have your, I had one trader who actually had made a screensaver and had it on his laptop. All right. So you guys should see the 4 market phases here, right? The 4 market phases here. So that's why I always tell traders, print this out, right? Take a picture of it, print it out, laminate it, and have it on your desk, okay? Have it on your wall, wherever you go, and you guys should have a quiet place, quiet, right? In a corner somewhere, but a quiet place where you go to trade, and have this so that you can look here, right? You can look at the 4 market phases and then look at your trade, and that will keep you in the trade, keep you focused on the trade. So Mary, your trade, so here is now, you're probably, this has happened already, okay? So you've gone through accumulation, you've gone through distribution, right? You've gone through markdown, and now you're about right here, all right, with a new accumulation. It's a bit of a high accumulation. You got a buy signal right here, and it's still kind of holding like right here. So you're in that markup phase. You're in that markup phase right here. All right, so let me clear this so we can go back to your, all right. So no, we can't use any emotions, right? So I know it's going to go up and down, but we can't use any. We have to look at, right, the phase that we're in. So here you are right now. So here is your trade, right? So here is your trade, right? Here is accumulation, markup, markdown, and here we are right here again. That's accumulation right here. All right, accumulation, broke resistance, buy signal, you're now in the markup phase, like Gerald said. Okay, so what do you do here, Mary?
I will hold it.
You would hold it right here, right? Yeah, we hold it, right? We hold it. Now, if it breaks resistance here, becomes support. So, right, if it gets near support right here, we have another area of support. I wouldn't count this. So we have our first support here, resistance becomes support, and then we have another area here of support, right? We can say right in here is support. So if it doesn't hold here, all right, then you have another area here. So an area here of to close the trade, and then here. All right, or you can close it if you get a red candle. Hold on to it if you have a white candle, but red. So you're far away. You're a long way from exiting this trade. Long way, long way. All right, does that help?
Hey,
Yes.
David, do you want to talk about how the price point at which that pullback, where this price pullback was an area where price hadn't hit yet because of the gap? The last price that this stock would have gotten to was back in May. I'm sorry, back in June, for her to compare. So that this price action is kind of sort of set up to do exactly what it was going to do.
Yes. Yes. So you have a gap. So it gapped down from here. That's a big gap down too. So, but there's a couple of things, and I will talk about this in a minute. But what else can we look at? So we're looking at this trade here, right? This is Mary's trade, right? To give us more confidence in the trade. What else can we look at?
You can probably bring in a weekly or a longer time frame to see, because
Okay.
this is the daily, right?
Yeah, this is the daily, so we can
Yeah.
bring in the weekly. Very good. Very good. What else? What else can we do? Because Mary's like, okay, well, I'm concerned. It pulled back on me a bit, right? So I entered right here. It's right here. It's pulled back. I'm concerned about it. What else could we look at? Okay, Ryan said volume. Okay. Yeah, you know, we don't do a lot of volume, Ryan, but yeah, that's good. That's good, right? If you guys work with volume, okay, volume works.
I guess you can look at the sector. This is biotech, so you can look and see
Very
where the
good.
sectors are being bought.
Very good. Very good. So the sector, very good. Sector, all right. So and I think this is energy, right? So sector energy, we can take a look
Okay,
at.
Yeah,
yeah.
this is energy.
Okay, yeah. You can look at the sector because they're going to tell you a big picture.
Very good. What else can we look at to give Mary some kind of feel good peace of mind to hold on to the trade? What else?
RSI?
The RSI? Oh, we can look at the RSI, right? To see if it's overbought or oversold, right? Very good. We don't do RSI a lot, but that's good, right? What else? What else? What else can
I mean, from just the fact that it's still holding markup, I mean, it still look good. I mean, it just pull back a little bit.
Yeah. How about the markets? We just went through the markets, right? How about the fact that on the Dow is the overall market, right? Overall market is improving, right? Right. We had a big so look at a lot of those things, right? So let's see here. We had a big month last month on the Dow, right? A big month last month, and guess what? Price is holding right here, so that's bullish, and the market was up. Hey, Essence, welcome. And the market was up today, and guess what? Let's take a look at the futures market, right? Here it's the futures market. So the equity markets are all up right now in the futures, so that's good. We talked about the VIX, right? The VIX is coming down, right? The market's it's improving, not great. All right. And let's take a look at biotech. Let's take a look at biotech. All right. So let's see if we can, no, energy, right? So energy was up. Look here. So it's an energy stock. So we never trade, guys, in isolation. Okay. So just don't focus on that stock. Yes, focus on that stock. Look at the price action, but look at what else, right, is surrounding that stock that could give you some comfort. All right. If everything else is going down, right? So if the market, the overall stock market is going down, right? Let's say energy sector is bearish, going down, then Mary, yes, you should be very concerned, right? You should be very concerned with that pullback, that bit of a pullback. Okay, but that's not the case. If we look at energy here, so that sector, all those energy stocks will go with the sector, that energy sector, right? So here we've got a buy signal here in the energy sector, and look here, right? It's making highs, and guess what? It's getting ready to break a high right here. All right. All right. And it was, as a matter of fact, it was the top sector for today. It was up 2%. Okay. So that pullback that you got in your stock is not a big deal, right? It's not a big deal when you look at the overall picture. All right. All right. That makes sense. Now, that makes sense, Mary? Does that
It
help
does.
a bit with staying in that trade?
No, it does. I have to confess, I wasn't looking at the context. I was just looking at the individual stock.
Yes, and that's a big mistake we make, right? That's a big mistake we make, that we don't look at everything else, right? We don't look at the markets, we don't look at the sector, right? We don't look at stocks, right? Sometimes it's good to look at other stocks, other energy stocks. So if you go here, if we went here, and let me just make sure, so I can come back to this. All right, VT and R. All right, if we go here, and this is a good practice. All right, so if we can go here, and then we can look at some of the other energy stocks, and we can see how they're behaving. Look at this one here. Here's an energy stock here. All right, and look here. See where here was the buy signal. It's holding nicely. Look here, it's getting ready to break resistance, right? Reaccumulation. All right, let's go through another one here. Rig, right? A little bit of a pullback here, but holding. TEL, T-E-L-L, right? Starting to move higher. NR, look at that one. NR, look at that, right? Broke convincingly here. So they're holding and moving higher. Another energy stock here. Look at this one here, buy signal here. This one is flying up. So we can look at the other energy stocks, right? Here's one here, buy signal here. It's all the way, that buy signal came in at 693. 733, moving higher. All right, you guys see they're all moving up. Here's another one here, right? Moving straight up. All right, you see that, Mary?
Yes, I do. I actually realized that there is one I got out of, and in retrospect, it's doing quite well.
Which one was that?
That was the WTI. That was oil and gas.
WTI right here. Yeah. And why did you get out? Because it pulled back?
Yes.
Yeah. See there? Yeah. All right. So you probably pull back on these pullback in here. All right.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why, if it's in that markup phase, right? Buyers, the reason why these are green, you got a buy signal, is because they're in that markup phase. So we just got to stay and hold solid, even with the pullbacks, okay? And then here's another one here. Look at this one. They're all moving higher, all moving higher. So that you know, when not just in energy, whenever you guys trade a stock, so always look at the markets, right? What's the market doing, right? Is it bullish? Now, this is not a perfect market. We're not totally bullish. Last month was a great month for the stock market, and it's still trying to really get going here. All right, but it's much better than the month before, right? September was a horrible month for the markets, right? Where you guys remember, we didn't have any sectors. All these sectors were down except for energy had started to break out. So now we have more sectors that are moving. So things are improving. All right, so just hold on. I want to take a look at and as I do this, if you guys have any other questions, just let me know, okay? So I want to address your other questions. Gerald had mentioned a weekly time frame. So let's take a look. I want to take a look at the potential of your trade here, Mary. And good job, by the way, even getting out of that trade, which one was it? WTI. That's a learning, right? That's a learning opportunity, right? So, okay, so we're going to take a look at the weekly time frame here to see. All right, so what can we, so here is the daily time frame. That's your entry right here. So this is your trading window here. All right, Mary, that's your trading window here. Can you guys see my chart? I just want to make sure you can see, you guys can see this. I just want to.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Gerald said the weekly. The weekly. What can we, if we're trying to help Mary stay in this trade? All right. So we looked at the sector, right? We looked at the sector. We know energy is moving up nicely, right? Her other related stocks, energy stocks, we looked at about 7 or 8 other energy stocks within that sector. They're all moving up. So she could feel good about that, right? Gerald said, perhaps look at the weekly. So here's the weekly here. All right. What can the weekly tell us?
When you look at the support that is drawn on there, it's gonna give you perhaps a new, well, that support right there at 964 or the $12, that buy signal. If you look at that price action that is in right now, it's looked like the buyers are coming back in and you could have another test of that resistance.
How can we tell that? How would Mary know that the buyers are coming back in on this weekly time frame, Gerald?
It's in consolidation phase right now.
It's in the consolidation phase right now. Okay, Ranjit, very good. Okay, but what else? Okay, so let's do this here. And Gerald, you're right. Ranjit, you're right. It is consolidating here. Look here. But look at the pattern here. I want you guys to see. So it's consolidating right here, right? It's consolidating right here. But look here. This could tell us a lot. So if Mary is patient, right, this could actually be a decent trade, right? If she knows what's setting up, right? And sometimes we have to kind of do this to help us, right? And I know this is a bit advanced, right? But that's fine. We do this enough, we'll get this, right? All right, so look here. So, and Gerald mentioned support. But if we look here, and you guys have seen me do this before here. What do we get after white candles? What do we normally get after white candles? If the price is moving higher.
You're going to typically get a green candle.
Green candle. All right, green candle. All right, so we're making higher lows, higher highs. Boy, if we get a green candle here, whoo, right? Your daily time frame is really gonna move up.
Yeah, this trade looks really nice.
It looks really nice now, doesn't it? Looks really nice. All right, look at that green candle here. Look at that green candle that came in here. All right, look at these green candles that came in here. All right, look at the big green candles that came in here. All right, so if she's patient, right, guess what? And we know energy sector is moving higher. The other energy stocks are moving higher. And the other energy stocks around her energy stock is right there. As a matter of fact, she was in another one, right, that she got out. And that's moving up nicely. All right. So guess what? Buyers came in, pull back, right? Consolidated a bit, right? Ranjit said it's consolidating now. Guess what? Buyers came in again, right? There's a good chance that, guess what? consolidate a bit here now. And now guess what? Buyers can come back in. And she's seeing that price action, buyers come in. Buyers are coming in because she's seeing that price action. That's why she took the trade on the daily time frame right here, right? Buyers are coming in right here. All right, so yeah, Gerald, good idea to bring in the weekly, right, to give more clarity. So now Mary's got the weekly, right? She's got the weekly, right? She's got the sector, she's got the market. The overall market it's not bullish, it's not bearish either, all right? She's got the other stocks within that group to help her, all right? And let's see what she has with RSI, all right? So Ranjit mentioned RSI. Let's see if we have anything with RSI, okay? So all of that will help you feel better. So any pullbacks that happen, it's no big deal, right? We're gonna stay in the trade. And guess what? If it closes, no big deal. Gets us out, no big deal. We'll find another one. All right, but we're doing everything right. That's our goal. Our goal is to do everything right. All right, so that we can minimize risk, maximize our potential. All right, so let's bring in an RSI. And those of you who do not know RSI, we're going to see if it's overbought or oversold on the daily time frame. All right, let's see here. All right, so RSI on the daily. All right, so it's not overbought. It's not overbought. What's that, Gerald?
I said it looks really good.
It looks really good, right? So if it was overbought, if it was flashing overbought, we would be here. We would see it like here. All right, so overbought, price came down here. All right, it's not oversold. All right, oversold was down here. That's not where we buy, right? We need to get it out of oversold. So it's good, just a little bit of a pullback right now. All right, so RSI looks good, weekly looks good, sector looks good, market, it's okay, all right? Your other stocks, okay, so, all right. Let's say it has, for whatever reason, all right? Let's say there's particular news pertaining to that particular stock or data or whatever, right? And it causes it to, give a red candle, break support. Guess what? We get out. No big deal. We take our loss, we get out, and we find another one, and we find another energy stock, and we do it again, and we do it again. All right. All right. Good job, Mary. Good job. Good job. Good job. And you notice how she's finding these stocks. So she was in this one, she's in this one here. And for 1 month, so after a 1 month, and Mary's trading Forex too, not just stocks. So she's trading stocks. All right. And she's also trading Forex. So which was the other one? 1 second here.
So David, so it looks like we should be trading only on the energy sector stocks only, since
Yeah.
that entire sector is going up.
Yeah, it's the best sector right now. I think healthcare, biotech is trying to develop, but energy is the best sector right now. If the market continues to improve, we'll have more opportunities, more sectors to trade. We track 22,000 with HeatSeeker. We track 22,000 stocks daily automatically. Okay, so this is where Mary's finding these stocks. But if you guys look here, here is energy stocks here. All right, so these are the energy stocks here that they're buying. And then this one here, WTI right here. So let's say, for instance, right, she wanted to get another one, and another one here is a new one that just broke out. Now, I don't like this one as much. No, let me ask you, why would I say that I don't like this one as much compared to the one, the VTRN?
This is too volatile and does not consolidate it, and yeah, it's just too much random up and down. Yeah.
Yeah, very good, very good, very good. Too much here, too much consolidation. We don't have that nice markdown phase on the left. Okay, now at some point, this could break out and turn into a good trade, but it's got to get past all of this right here. Think of these as roadblocks for your trade. You look at this trade here compared to her trade, BTNR. All right, much better. And then what was the other one? Was it MGN? MGNX. MGNS?
X.
X, okay, MGNX. Okay, MGNX. And look at this. This is a beautiful setup. Look at that. All right, nice clean markdown phase. Nice selling. All right, nice, perfect buy signal. All right. This is the type of trades when you guys can get trades like this, you want to jump on them. All right. This is, I mean, take a picture of this. And I think Mary, I think I told you to take a picture of this last time, but this is what we want. All right. So she got it here at 430, 450, and here's her potential. Right. If we looked at a weekly time frame on this, right, look at that. She's getting it all the way at the bottom here. All the way, she got it all the way at the bottom, right? We let everyone else, right? We let everyone else take a bidding on it, right? We let everyone else.
Is it okay to buy this right now?
What's that, Otto?
Is it still okay to buy this right now?
Let's take a look at the daily again. Buy signal. Yeah. I wouldn't, if it really starts going, I wouldn't get in. But here, yeah, it's not too far gone. When we look at the potential, yeah, we're still near the bottom here. Okay, ideally here where she got in. Okay, but the thing is, look at where she's buying, right? She's not buying up here. She's buying all the way down here. And again, she's got very good risk reward potential, right? So her risk, and we talked about this, her risk, right? So here is her buy signal.
It looks like the first resistance is around 10. So from 4 or 5, it will go straight to 10.
Oh yeah, easy. It can do that very
Easy,
easy.
yeah.
Yeah. And this is biotech. All right. So here is her protection, right? So if it breaks support, she'll get a sell signal here, right? So from here to here, right? So she will lose probably a point, $1 on that, but then look at her potential. All right. And then this is, we'll take a look at and that's biotech. But if you guys look here, let's do the monthly. Let's see the month. Oh, there's nothing there. On the weekly, right? She's buying it all the way at the bottom support. So she nailed it perfectly, right? Here is support right here. She nailed it. And Mary, what was the exact amount for what?
4.43.
So she entered it 4.43. So her buy signal was right here on the daily. And she's got, even if it gets, so it could get, she doesn't have any, there's no guarantee that this will happen, right? But, right, we don't know. So she doesn't have anything stopping her. All right, until about here. So which is about 18. All right. And then look at this candle here. All right, look at this huge candle. This candle here. So Mary, this is good to know here, right? Look at this, look at this these buyers that came in here. Right? Look at the last time. Look at the big buyer came in here on the weekly and took it all the way up here. They took it from like about $6 to about $26 in 1 week. This big candle here. Now it finally closed here. All right, but look at that. All right, you see that?
Yeah.
So yeah, so it will move. It can move. Okay, it can move. But even if you got it, you got it here. You're able to get out here. Anywhere in here, you're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good already. You bought it at 4 something, 403, right? 403. It's at 642 right now, right? So you made 2 points. 2 points, right? So why would we ever trade stocks? I see traders trading stocks that are $400, right? I see traders trading stocks that are $200. Why would we ever do that when we could trade a stock like this, right? It's going to take less capital, less risk, less capital, less risk, all right? If it's $400, right? She's already made, she bought it, she's already, she'll get 100% on that money soon, right? If it gets
these are not the trades that you're going to hear people on the talk shows talk about.
No, they're not going to talk about that. They're not going to talk about this. Yeah.
But David,
but let me,
biotech company is like it can make and break. If there is any kind of an issue or their patent doesn't get approved, it can just collapse. It will collapse. It has a very very high risk collapse.
which was that? What will?
The biotech company, they can collapse at a very high risk if their patent or anything goes wrong.
You mean because it's a cheap stock?
No, it's just because you have a biotech company.
Oh yeah, biotechs will add an element of risk, absolutely. But any stock will, any stock will, right? I mean, Facebook is down, what's that, 70-something%, and it's Facebook, right? It's Facebook, right? We all have Facebook, right? Popular company, right? Doing well, right? But it's still down 70%, right? I'm sure it's got good, I'm sure it's got great revenue and all of that, right? So as traders, by the time it collapses, we're going to be out, right? By the time Mary gets a sales signal from the system, or she gets a red candle, she's going to be out. We don't care. We'll take the move. Yeah. So if you know what you're doing, absolutely, right? But I would rather trade. And as traders, what we want, we're just using these these symbols, these are just symbols. And all we're doing is we're using these symbols as a vehicle to make money, right? So we just want the move and then we're out and we'll find something else, right? So all of these here are just symbols to us, right? They're just symbols. And the point is, right? The point is, right? If by the time the sellers come in, so Ranjit, by the time, yeah, it's biotech, but by the time the sellers come in to take the price down, she'll know, right? She'll know, she'll have a sell signal, she'll have red candles, and she'll get out. But boy, isn't it better to buy a $4, stock, and hopefully it goes to 10, 15, 20, 30, than a $400 stock and hope it goes to 800. That's hard to do, to get 100%. So it's going to take more capital, right? A lot more capital, a lot more risk, right? A lot more risk. And if we look here, someone had mentioned volume. Who would mention volume? Who would mention volume? Someone had mentioned volume.
I think it was Ranjit.
No, it wasn't Ranjit. Someone else had mentioned volume. If you look here, this is what, so when we look at volume, okay, and this is a good tip for you guys. When you look at stocks, right, just like we went through, right, just like we went through, looked at the market, sectors, everything here, all right? Look at this stock here. And then look at this stock here, rig. Look at this. Right now, right, there's over 500 million shares being traded. Okay, right here, rig. Now, granted, this is on a 3-month period. This is on a 3-month period. All right. Right here, rig. over 500 million shares being traded. Is that a retail trader trading that, or is that an institutional trader trading that?
The big shark.
Those are big, right? So guess what? They're buying it for a reason. And guess what? Right? Like Gerald said, they're not going to tell us about this, right? They want us to buy these expensive stocks. They want us to buy these popular stocks. They want us to buy, right, Amazon. They want us to buy Google and all of that, I'm not going to say crap, but, But guess what? They're buying something else, right? So while we're buying all those expensive stocks, they're buying this cheap stock here for $1.20, $1.26 at 500 million shares. This one here, that's rig. Here's another one here. TELL, T-E-L-L, right? T-E-L-L, right? And guess what? It's in that accumulation phase, right? We talk about that accumulation phase. Look here. It's building. They've been building shares, buying shares, building before they move the price up.
Yeah, this is perfect breakdown resistance, right? David is breaking the resistance right now.
Yeah, breaking exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna buy this one.
What's that, Arthur?
I'm gonna buy this one.
All right, and then TELL here, T-L-L, right? The one we're looking at here. Look at that. That price is 305. Guys,
that one doesn't have a buy signal.
It doesn't have a buy signal. So what would we do?
We're gonna wait for that buy signal.
We're gonna wait for that buy signal. But look here, look how many shares. 364 million shares being traded.
So why this does not has a buy signal? It's just breaking the resistance right now, right, David?
It will come in soon. It will
Yeah.
come in soon. Yeah,
Yeah.
it will come in soon. But the point is this. It's at 30, it's at 305, guys. 364 million shares trading. All right, that's not us. That's not the retail trader. Those are big institutions. So if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for us.
So David, how about that
much volume.
MGNX, which Mary said that has a very small volume, 17 million.
Is
So
that small?
MGNX. So compared to tail and rig, right? MGNX is like
Yeah,
very
so
small.
compare, yeah, so compare.
I was gonna
absolutely.
use the word relatively.
Relatively. But anything that comes up here is tradable. So anything here is tradable. Yes, some will have more volume, but just because it has a lot of volume doesn't mean it's going to go up. And it might consolidate. They might continue to build that volume, right? Continue to build and build and build. That volume could get up to 500,000 like the other one, right? But anything here, anything that come in here, right? They're buying. This is institutional buying. Okay. So when you guys see a cheap and inexpensive stock, just because it's inexpensive doesn't mean we need to buy it. Just because it's inexpensive doesn't mean we need to buy it, right? Or we should buy it. And vice versa, right? Just because it's expensive doesn't mean we should buy it. Or just because it's popular, right? Right? Facebook. Let's take a look at Facebook, right?
Hey David, before you switch on, can you
Okay.
repeat it one more time? You said if it has a higher volume, does not necessarily mean it's a buy signal.
Yeah, that
But
doesn't
just before you said, like, if it is a high volume, the big people are coming and buying in, right?
yeah. So let me show you here. So yeah, just because it has a high volume doesn't mean it's ready. They're building volume, but that doesn't mean they're ready to push the price higher. Okay, does that make sense?
And then you never know if sellers come in and push the price lower. So you just kind of wait for that momentum to take it above that resistance to guarantee that that's going to be a good opportunity to go long, because you might get a real back pullback if sellers come in.
Exactly. So when it's in that, so let me show you here. This will make sense. Thanks, Gerald. Good job. Let's see here. I'm glad we're going over this. All right. So let's say, for instance, and that's why we have to wait for a break of resistance. So understand, right, this during that accumulation phase. So all of the stocks that we looked at, they basically fell down from a high, right? So Mary stock, let's say, was at 35 here, and it's fell down to about $4 here, right? During that accumulation phase, they're accumulating. Right? They're accumulating, they're buying. They're not moving the price higher. They're just accumulating at a lower rate, at a cheaper price. They're trying to get a cheap price. That's why it's called accumulating, right? They're buying, they're building positions. So you could see that go to from 17 million, okay, to 35 million, to 100 million, and the price still stays within the accumulation phase. So just because they're building, just because it has a lot of shares that they're building, doesn't mean that the price is going to go up right away. They could actually push the price lower, like Gerald said, to break support, all right, to get an even cheaper price. Because they might decide, hey, we want a better price, and push it even lower to break support, and then accumulate more down here. And they could keep doing that. That's why you will see that in that markdown phase. All right. All right. So just because it has a high volume, so we could see where it's accumulating on 17 million, and then they say, okay, we're ready. All right. And now they'll break resistance. Okay. So you have different institutions, different hedge funds with different price objectives. Okay. That's why we have to wait on that break of resistance. Okay, but the volume tells us a lot. And what the reason I wanted because someone had mentioned the volume is critical, and most traders look at the daily volume. All right, most traders will look at the daily volume. That's not good enough. The daily volume doesn't tell anyone can come in. 1 second here. Anyone can come in on the day, right? Buy a lot of shares and push the price up on the day. All right. We need to know that there is real volume, real accumulation, and we need to look at that for a period of time. Okay. So in our case, we look at a 3 month. So we need to know they don't just buy these big institutions, they don't just buy in one day, right? Let's say they have 500 million shares they want to buy. You know, they might buy 1 million shares today, 3 million shares tomorrow, and they build. If they buy 500 million shares in one day, that's going to alert the markets, right? And now everyone will know, right? The price is going to go up. So now they don't get their cheap price. All right. So they might stay here with tail right here. It's 364 million shares. So guess what? They'll continue. That's all this right here is accumulating. They're buying, building that volume, and you know they're looking to take it higher. Okay, but they're not ready yet, but they're getting close. They're getting close. All right. Does that help? Pretty cool stuff, huh?
Yeah, that's
That's
good. So
amazing.
at least like the volume is both way buying and selling. That's what you mean, right? So it can be like in the buying side, and it can be also selling side. So
No. So all of this volume here is strictly buying. Yeah, this here. So the stock boss bull master is designed to go long. Now, if we went here to our short system, monster short, okay, it's a totally different system. Okay, we don't even use volume here. We don't even use volume because they're not building volume. Well, this might be a bit confusing. When the hedge funds and the institutions, they don't really short. All right, they don't really. There are some institutions that specialize in shorting, but they like to go long. They like to go long the market. Okay, now they'll get out of trades. They'll just close the trades and get out, close positions, but they're not building volume to short. They're not building huge short positions. All right, that's very rare. Like when we did, let's see here. You guys have seen the article. Have you guys seen the article on that GameStop article they did with us? That GameStop, you guys remember like GameStop trade, that big short squeeze? You guys remember that?
yep, I remember.
Remember that? Okay. Well, on the let me show you guys here. So on our website, 1 second here. It was a big short squeeze where the Reddit traders, let me see here. The Reddit and I'll end with this. The Reddit traders shorted, right? It was a short squeeze where the big institutions, you guys should see it here. This on our website. And this is GameStop, right? So the big institutions, there was one big firm that had a big short. They were shorting.
Was this the Robin Hood thing?
Yeah, the Robin Hood, yeah. And they had a big, but that's not typical, right? That's not typical, where they were shorting GameStop. All right. And the Reddit traders could see the big short, and they squeezed it, right? They got in and they pushed the stock up, right? They all got together, pushed the stock up, and that's called a short squeeze, right? And basically that company almost went out of business, right? That's not typical. That's not typical. Where these hedge funds are building big short positions to take a stock down or company down. That's not typical. Okay, so Ranjit, you're not going to see volume. We don't track on volume on shorts. And this is the position. This is us here. So they did the Orlando Sentinel did and we had some of our traders did really well. I made some money trading it. But that was a short. That was a short squeeze. And for the first time, this is the first time it ever happened that the retail traders, like ourselves, right? The retail traders went up against a big hedge fund and squeezed their position, their short position. All right, but that's not typical. What's typical is that they're building, and that's why you guys will notice we go long a lot, right? We go along a lot because that's what they do. They like to go long. Okay, so let's see here.
So sometimes the buy-in just stops in itself, and that actually pushes the price down.
Yes, the buy-in stops, and then the selling increase. Okay, so the buy-in, so it's fair, right? There's panic, so people are panicked, they're losing money, and they'll close. The more positions, as they close their positions, that causes the price to go down even further. Okay, so it's not, they're not shorting, right? They're not shorting it. Very few short sellers out there. All right, but they're closing positions, getting out for positions. People are not buying anymore, so that causes the price to go down, just like Mary's position here. All right, right here, this move down was people getting out, right? They're losing money, right? It went from 22 to 20 to 18, and they're panicking, right? And they're getting out. That's causing the price to go lower, and then fewer and fewer people, right? Traders are getting in, right? Causing the price to go even lower until at some point it forms a floor support, and then buyers are like, oh, they're either totally exhausted. All right, very few traders will wait for this and then get in here. All right, but this is our opportunities to stay out of this and then get in here. All right, guys. I'm going to give one more question, and then we'll be done. One more question, and we'll be done. One more question. If not, we'll be done. Okay. Let me finish with this. As traders, and I know a lot of you guys don't, some of you trade Forex, some of you trade stocks. Learn to like these inexpensive stocks. This is going to give you guys a huge advantage. All right, a huge advantage. Here is one at 73 cents, 94 million shares being traded. Okay, that's a huge advantage. Less capital, less risk. Okay, higher potential. Okay, really learn. Now we have to do some things right. We have to be in the right sector. The market has to be doing fine. The VIX has to be coming down. We got to do some things right. But that's where you can do really, really well. You don't need millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars to do well. All right. And once you guys learn how, we have several traders, right? Stellar, Charity, lots of traders, right? We have a lot of traders that have learned to do this and are doing really, really well. Okay. All right. And you get it in that markdown phase, green candle, buy signal. It doesn't take long for stocks like this to get you 2, 3, 4 points, right? All right. So especially when the market gets healthy, when the market improves a bit, especially then we'll see these stocks just fly. All right. All right, guys, thanks for coming. We'll have another class tomorrow, or a beginner's class. So those of you who are here for the first time, or beginner's class tomorrow. All right. So keep coming. All right. Good job. Good job, Mary. Thanks, Gerald. Good input. Thanks, Ranjit, and everyone else.
Hey, David,
Yes.
just a quick question on this platform. So this heat seeker, all this stock is shortlisted. They are all on uptrend. It just automatically shortlist in your platform here.
You should have this system, Ranjit. I think you have Stock Boss with Heat Seeker. Yeah, you have this system. Get with me. Get with me. We'll get some training, some more training. You have this system. Yeah, you have Stock Boss. You have Stock Boss. Which one you have? Stock Boss, Monster Scalper, and I think you might have Bull Master. A Sniper. You have Sniper Trader. You have Sniper Trader. You have Sniper, Stock Boss, and Monster Scalper. Okay, so yeah, your trades should come out automatically. Was that auto?
Do you trade within the system?
What do you mean?
Like if you want to place an order.
Yes, you can. Yeah, so we run on TradeStation platform, so you can do it on the TradeStation platform or any other platform. All right, you can execute it on any other platform.
Oh,
Like
so you connected to your
or,
account.
What's that? Yes, you can trade it on your account, but with the system has to run on TradeStation. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, this runs every day, automatically every day. I'm going to run it right now. I'm going to do a manual run, and you guys will notice, right? It just ran through 22,000 stocks that quick. So it runs every day at 4:30 automatically. All right, so we don't have to go around searching for stocks, and we can filter it by sector. All right, by sector. All right, the next sector we're watching for, we have energy now. The next sector we're watching for is biotech. All right, so biotech is right. Where is it? It's right here. All right, so it's not doing anything yet. All right, health. So we would wait. Healthcare has a buy signal here. All right, so healthcare has a buy signal. We just need biotech to come up. All right, technology. So energy is right now. All the others, energy is where the money is going in right now. All right, consumer staples, nothing here. All right. All right. All right, guys. Let's call it a night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good job. Good questions. Good job. All right. Talk to you guys later. All right.
Thanks, David. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye, guys.